We got some terrible news this week.
Oh no.
We got some bad news. Some pretty. This is all a cascading amount of Marvel news that's come out recently. This one we didn't need, but okay. All right. So first of all, you guys have been looking forward to Blade, right? Everybody's been looking forward to Blade.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I think his name is Bassem Tariq. Is his name? He was Marvel's original choice to be directing Blade, and he actually left the project this past week. However, there's no fucking way that's true. He left this project months ago, and they've been sitting on this news for sure because they go into production in 2 months. There's no way that they're going into production on this movie in 2 months without a director that left yesterday.
Well, I mean, couldn't it have been that they just announced it and they're going to put a pause on production going forward?
Well, it's interesting that you bring that up because there is some other things that were said alongside this, which one is Mahershala Ali is apparently super frustrated with Marvel overall because this should have been shooting 2 years ago or maybe even 3 or maybe a year ago at this point, and they've just been like kind of dragging their feet on the process, which I don't know about you guys, but this tells me at that Comic-Con panel when they announced this movie, they had nothing in the can for it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Because every other movie that got announced at that panel has already come out.
Exactly.
Every single
Point.
Yeah, that is. I guess besides for I was gonna call it Pandora, but what's it called?
Avatar?
No.
Wakanda?
There we go. That's the one. Yeah, Wakanda.
Pandora forever.
Pandora forever.
Yeah, I mean, we got that one in a month, but
yeah.
like everything else was like, yeah, here you go. And then they like did the cherry on top with Blade, and you're thinking like, oh, this is coming pretty soon. And now like it would be surprising if it hit that 2023 release.
So some of the other alarming things about this is apparently the script is only 90 pages long and there's 2 lackluster action scenes in it.
Oh, good.
They've already hired the writer of the Moon Knight show to try and make the script better. And I was like, anyone else? Then the other thing is apparently Kevin. It is now been reported that Kevin Feige is spread too thin and he has not been paying attention to this project.
You don't say.
Exactly. It's just like Disney just turned on the fucking content factory, and they are just. I don't think they care about. I think what'll happen is you'll start seeing diminishing returns on some of these things.
Yeah. I'm wondering, and I don't know if there is this person, but I'm wondering, are they going to bring in somebody who's more in charge of the TV shows? Because it's unwieldy at this point.
Well, like I said, I think we're seeing a change in that because number one, Andor is actually really fucking good.
I haven't watched any of it yet,
it's
but I've been hearing good things.
Really good.
It's fantastic.
And number two, good. It's like I could go on about how good Andor is, but I think that
don't you hate when the good show is the one where we already know the character's gonna die?
Yeah, exactly. And like one of the other things too is just like what a random fucking character to actually learn the lesson on.
Yeah.
Like, did you have to flub 4 other shows and Obi-Wan to finally be like, yeah, maybe we should do it like an actual TV show.
Ah, shit.
So, now the reason why I say that this is nothing happens by coincidence is because literally the next day it is announced that Hugh Jackman is coming back as Wolverine for Deadpool 3.
And your tinfoil hat.
My tinfoil hat
says they're connected.
Because it was announced a couple weeks before any of this that Hugh Jackman is leaving The Music Man in 2020 at the end of this year. I was just like, yeah, because his contract's up and he's probably like, fuck this, I want to be famous again.
Or he's an old man and he's like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, so he's going to go put on 35 pounds of muscle and be Wolverine again?
I mean, that's one thing, but I mean, like, it's different than putting on like a show, like 7-8 times a week.
It's also to afford him on that show.
His
probably
HGH
insane.
heart can't take it anymore.
Yeah. I think they lost this guy months ago.
He's just mad about Hugh Jackman.
I think that they only locked up Hugh Jackman a few weeks after that. They had no way to put together any sort of formal announcement. So they were just like, let's just throw this out there and then we'll drop this fucking bomb right afterwards. Because these are 2 things that would have happened by D23 that they just happened to leave out of the presentations. Like Blade wasn't mentioned at all, and neither was Deadpool 3.
So you think it was just to kind of cover up
I
the
think
director leaving?
Oh yeah, well no, I don't think Blade's director left and they were like, call Hugh Jackman. Like that's
No, but I mean the timing of the announcements. So you're not saying that those two things are related. You're saying the timing of the announcements are related.
No, I'm saying they are related.
I think
I'm still confused on this.
I am
I'm
100% think
I'm putting
that
the
they were
tinfoil
like,
hat on
oh
with you."
fuck, we don't have a director, and then this landed in their lap, and they're like,
like,
well, we can't talk about
thank-
either of these things
Yeah.
at D23 right now, so let's just hold off on them. And then
You
when
think they purposely held some information to be able to like shadow drop them together?
Yes,
basically,
exactly.
to ease the blow.
Yeah,
I
pretty
would agree
much.
Here's
with
what
that.
I want to see. I want to see them announce Wesley Snipes as director of Blade. That's gonna save it.
just steal, he will just steal the budget to pay for his taxes and then leave.
No, the Disney will be like, "Well, pay off all your back taxes. This is gonna bring some great press to the movie."
Jesus Christ.
Wesley Snipes doesn't make a salary off directing Blade. They just pay his taxes for the next 10 years.
There you go. I think that's a fair deal.
And
It's a
Disney's
W
just like,
for
well,
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
it's a W for everybody
It is
involved.
a W.
Honestly, yeah.
When everybody's paying their taxes, it's a W.
For the American people.
Yeah. So,
we here at Press and Key are a tax-friendly
taxation is not theft. It's your owe to society.
Oh no.
Firefighters got to eat too. Anyway, so yeah, that goes into the second point, which is Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine.
Oh yeah. I'm full. I know you're mad about it, but
I'm not mad about it. I'm just, it's.
Ryan, his first response was, "I'm gonna vomit."
Oh no.
When he heard that Hugh Jackman's
Listen,
coming back,
all right, I love Hugh. The reason I went to go see The Music Man was to see Hugh Jackman.
and now that he's coming back as Wolverine, that was wasted money.
Yeah, exactly. And like I thought Hugh Jackman was gonna have this illustrious Broadway career because you guys see that tweet I sent you that said y'all need to stop sentencing Hugh Jackman to the gym. Just let him sing his little songs. like seriously, let the man do what he wants to do. Y'all plucked him out of Oklahoma and took him for 17 years on the ride of his life, and the man never got to be on Broadway. He never got that chance. Give him that chance. It's not that hard.
No more.
So
Hey, he did The Greatest Showman.
yeah, and it's not. He wasn't. That movie's not good.
No, I'm not saying it was
It's a
good.
horrible
but he got to
characterization
sing his little
of
songs.
P.T. Barnum.
Yeah, they turned P.T. Barnum into a singing and dancing like friend of the people.
Yeah.
Instead of an elephant
That's
torture.
When
all you have
really
to
he
do is
was
Google
bred-
his name, and the first thing is like, oh, he was like a slave owner.
Yeah.
He was
snake oil salesman.
He was branding deformed people and
Yeah,
putting
exactly.
them in coaches.
Hey
Like,
man, he gave them a living wage.
yeah. Okay.
What a take. Nick.
Who else would have hired them? Hugh Jackman. That's who would have
Hey,
hired
you're gross and deformed. Come join my circus.
them. Speaking of gross and deformed, Deadpool 3.
That's a good one.
Originally, back when Deadpool first came out, Hugh Jackman did an interview and he said if they had asked me 2 years earlier. Oh no, this is when Logan came out. I'm sorry. When Logan came out, he said if they would have asked me 2 years earlier, I would have done a whole fucking series of movies with Ryan as Deadpool. But it was just that weird timing of it all.
He's like, I just bought my new dancing shoes.
Yeah. So I think two things that happened here that made this possible. One, Hugh Jackman always said he wished he had a chance to be Wolverine with the Avengers. And when Disney bought Fox, that possibility absolutely came true. Number two, legally, because of already withstanding contracts, Disney can't recast any of the old X-Men cast until 2025. So if they want to use Wolverine in a Deadpool movie, like sooner rather than later, this was the easiest option to go with. And let's be honest, that fucking House of Mouse probably back trucks of money up to his fucking house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That man is the sole reason why a Broadway show post-COVID is profitable.
Yep.
That show makes $2.4 million a week, and the only reason they're closing it is because he is leaving.
Oh yeah, they're gonna tank. They would not be able to keep open.
tank as soon as it goes away. Like when there was a chance that he wasn't going to be on stage when I was going, I called the theater to
Yeah.
make sure. I was
That's a
like,
good point, yeah.
like
Yeah, that's you were
when you go there and you open up the pamphlet, his fucking name is before anything else. Hugh Jackman in The Music Man. His name again, huge over here, like every page. It's wild.
You said with that they were like, nah, if he doesn't go on, we don't do the show.
Yes,
Like,
yeah. They told me that if he does not go on, the show does not go.
Wow.
The show doesn't go up. So like, this man is
Look
worth
at
a lot
the
of
poll
money.
from Hugh Jackman on Broadway.
know.
Damn. Like,
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just like it's like if I'm not working, none of you are working. Like we don't have
Your
an understudy.
families can
None of you don't-
stars.
You don't get recognized by the Broadway crowd. I don't have an understudy. You son of a bitch.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah.
All you lighting operators, all you ticket takers, fuck off.
I'm going back to Tinseltown, baby.